and welcome to your weekly messages. Today is Sunday, the 17th of November, 2024. And I am Deborah Jane Sutton, your host and card reader. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you want to know more about me and the things that I do, then check out this YouTube channel. Lots of free content, lessons in awakening, self-healing, interviews and chats. And also check out my website at deborahjanesutton.com. You can also find me on Facebook with the same name, Deborah Jane Sutton. Okay, so what have we got to look forward to this week? So if you haven't already seen the messages for the month of November, link in the description, video in the end screen. It was all about being like the King of Cups and mastering our thoughts and emotions. And in that video, I give a little demo of the emotion code and I think I did the brain integration as well, or was that another video? I can't remember, but there is a little demo in there as well. So to help you master your emotions. And so check that out if you haven't done already. Also this week on the 19th, we have got Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius, where it's going to be for 20 years or so. Now, as you know, I'm not an astrologer, but I am a tarot card reader. So I relate the astrology to tarot cards, and it makes it easier to understand in my mind. So Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius is actually moving from the Devil card into the Star card. I think I referred to it before as being like opposites, and you can really see it when you look at the corresponding tarot card. So some of those rules and regulations, the strictness, the controlling of Capricorn, we're going to see some freedom and some more focus on humanitarian needs. Aquarius is also about technology and the unexpected. So but I always see that as a good thing. So yeah, that's interesting. So that's happening, and I think we're going to feel that. I think we're going to feel that difference. And also towards the end of the week, we've got the sun moving from Scorpio into Sagittarius. Scorpio in tarot being the death card. So it is very much about death and rebirth. It's the zodiac sign that relates to transformation, ruled by Pluto, which is the planet of transformation, and Mars, which can be quite strict. And the Sagittarius in tarot is the Temperance card. So I'm not sure if I can see so much likeness there, because I always associate the Temperance card with patience and peace and seeds having been planted. But if we're reflecting on the transformation that's been going on, the turbulent transformation, I want to say, that's been going on in Scorpio season, then maybe we're reflecting on that, because Sagittarius is much more like, it's a fire sign, so it's much more adventurous and passionate, but it is philosophical, and there I can see a connection with the Temperance card. So that philosophical nature helps us look deeper at things and go within and reflect, like I said. So yeah, interesting times, I think. So yeah, I'm also excited because tomorrow I start my third learn to read tarot course. So I'm really excited about that. I've got a lovely bunch of ladies. Of course, men are always welcome, but they just don't seem to come to my learn to read tarot courses. But I've got a lovely bunch of ladies, and I'm really looking forward to that. So if you're one of those, then I'm looking forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Oh, okay. Let's see what else is coming out. We've got 3. Should we dive in? Okay, take a nice deep breath, activate your own intuition. Little bit of twiddling the thumbs. This is the reflection probably that I was just talking about. Little bit of twiddling the thumbs and maybe feeling restless, because after that transformation that we've experienced in Scorpio season, we can feel like it's taken us somewhere, probably taken us somewhere, on an energetic level, on like to another level of consciousness. And yet that new level of consciousness hasn't quite brought in the physical reality that is at that level, at that frequency, at our new level of consciousness, at our new, I want to say our new perceptions, any new perceptions that we have, the physical manifestation of those perceptions hasn't quite come in, because that's what this is. This is coming in from the divine. And it hasn't quite got to us yet, because we're still kind of like focused on, oh my God, what's happened in this last month? Or in this last few months, what with, with Pluto being in Capricorn, I could really feel it. There was a lot of austerity, I want to say. So this is this is very common. So one of the ways around it, this is my gratitude card, is using gratitude. So I would say just being grateful that you got through Scorpio season, but just be grateful for the transformation. Find the blessings. And I know that is hard to do, obviously, especially here in Valencia with what we've been through. And I say we, but there are people up in the city absolutely devastated. And it's still going on. There's a lot of people sending donations, and what people need, is kind of changing as time goes on, because they're starting from scratch. There's no help from anyone but the people, which is really Aquarius. So I can see that the people are helping the people, a humanitarian. So I can see that going on, and it's very difficult to see the blessings behind things, which is why it's good to stand back and have that time of reflection. And so, he's looking at what's happened and what's gone on, and it has been emotionally traumatic. But to just take your step back and just have a look as if you are the observer. And when there's loss of life, it is difficult to see a blessing. And I've said this before, but I do think it helps in these situations when you see it from a soul level and you understand that our souls have chosen our journey. And if we've chosen to go early, or to have, severe trauma to learn through, I mean, we all learn through trauma. And on a soul level, we have chosen the trauma. It's like our souls have said, okay, this lifetime, I want to learn through an illness, and okay, this lifetime I'm going to learn through grief and lose a loved one early on. This lifetime I'm going to learn through a community disaster. This type. If you view it that way, if you can view it that way, it lessens the intensity of the emotions. It helps you understand the bigger picture, but also it helps you focus on the growth and healing and the spiritual evolution of the soul. And I think that's the point. I think that's the point. Where can we grow? It's that, I said it so many times, but it's that Bernie Siegel quote from Love, Medicine, and Miracles. When you experience an emotional trauma, you're going to grow. Whether you grow spiritually or whether you grow a tumor, the choice is yours. And that's what we as light workers, you wouldn't be watching this now if you were not a light worker, a way show, or a guide, or healer, or whatever. And our job, we can't change anybody, and it's not a job, it's being who we are. But if you are a way shower, you're here to show the way. If you are a healer, you're here to heal, right? So if you are a light worker, you're here to shine your light. And we do it through example. We don't do it by telling people what to do, unless we're doing videos like this. But you know what I mean. And so this is how we grow ourselves, because of course by expressing our divinity in that way, we're expanding into more of who we are, because there is only us, right? But that's how we help other people grow. And those that don't want to hear, the ones that don't have ears to hear and eyes to see, hearts to feel, then that's not our business. That's not our job. We're not here to change the people that we choose to change. We're here to express who we are, to express our divinity. That's why, like, videos like this, I can put it out, and those that have ears to hear and hearts to feel and eyes to see, will find it. And those that don't, won't. And it's not my business who does, who doesn't. It's not my business if one person views it or if millions of people view it. That's not my business. My business is expressing who I am and doing what I love, which is reading tarot and talking tarot. So we've got to look at our everyday life like that? Where can I express who I am and not get hung up on who's receiving it and who's not receiving it? Because when people have an emotional event, a transformational event in their life, it's when their heart is broken, or when their psyche's been shocked, they are energetically open to receiving love on any level, love on any form. And they will be open and receptive to receiving the new, but not when it's directed straight at them. Their ears will open, but don't be invested in that. Don't have expectations in that. But that's why when there's been trauma, we get activated. Because if people hold their emotions in and don't express them and don't grow spiritually, that's when, malfunction, disease, illness, tumors, that's how they're all created, is by us holding those intense emotions in the cells of our body and not letting them process. They will just, like water, isn't it? Like stagnant water that doesn't get to move. It goes all bad and horrible things grow in it. It's the same with emotions and our energy. Our energy wants to be moving all the time, and emotions are energy in motion, right? So we want them to process. We want to feel them, because that's, we're having a feeling experience as humans. So we want to feel them, but we want to process them. We want to feel them to the end, not push them down. So yes, looking at things from a different perspective, looking at things from that higher level of consciousness, so that we did this transforming sadness into love. We can process the trauma into love. And that love is going to expand us. That expansion is going to allow us to receive the new. So some of us might feel a little bit in limbo, not quite sure which direction to go in, and not quite sure how to express our gifts. Where can we express our gifts? What does that mean exactly? So this is about shifting from this kind of reluctant, kind of ploddy, kind of stagnant almost feeling that he has, by using gratitude and understanding, we can expand into whatever this is coming in. So that's beautiful. And there are decisions to be made, decisions to be made. So yeah, whatever's coming in, you might then have a decision, because whatever's coming in might be a new relationship, it might be a new job, it might be something that your heart wants you to do that you didn't realize that you could do. It's a dream that you've had all your life that you have always thought you couldn't materialize, and now you realize that you can. And it's a big dream, because we're going through a great awakening, and she's here to go, oh my God, my big dream, it's possible now. Oh my God, is this really what I'm going to do? And that's why she's in dilemma, because the moon here represents subconscious fears, and she can't see the unknown. But you know what I'm going to say with that card. You've got to go with the unknown, right? Because the comfort zone, which is kind of where he's sitting, it's not comfortable anymore. It's not comfortable in our comfort zone anymore, not especially after Scorpio season with all that transformation, the death and rebirth. So something has to change. Something has to change. And we can see that on an individual level, because there's going to be some, I don't know, addiction, some temptations. There's going to be some negative habits that you have that you're fully aware that they need to change. Don't judge yourself. Don't force it. Master yourself through love. Okay. We know all of that, but you will be able to identify something on the physical that needs to change, right? Maybe you need to exercise more. Maybe you need to diet. Maybe you need to do something, I don't know, give yourself more solitude, whatever it is, that there's something that needs to change. And also within our relationships and in our community, something needs to change. What is it? Do you need more time with a certain loved one? Do you need less time with a certain loved one? Do you need more time with certain friends? Do you need to do more voluntary work? Especially now in this area, what is it that needs to change? Because change has come in now with Scorpio, with the death and rebirth. Change has come in, opportunities to do more of what is right, but also on a collective scale. On a collective scale, what is it that you're still doing, or what are you observing in the collective that is still happening that you know isn't divine? It's not coming from divine intentions. And you know it has to change. It could be a system, it could be anything that you're viewing in the collective, and you're thinking, that's not right. That's not part of heaven on earth. That isn't what I want in my future. Okay. But it's where you've been comfortable. It's where you've been comfortable. And then you're thinking, how are we going to live without that, whatever it is? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's just dive into this, because this is taking us into Aquarius. Innovative, okay? Just trusting, freedom, humanitarian, the unexpected. So here we go. Yeah. So we have got decisions to make. Some of them are going to be quite difficult because they're going to be big decisions, but now is the time to do them. And the last card is the Four of Pentacles, which is very much about investing in yourself. So I'm not surprised it's come on the heels of these other two cards, because whatever decision that you make here is an investment in yourself. Now, Pentacles is typically money, but of course, it's also our energy, our time. And our energy, our time, our resources, and our money. And this card is about spending all of that on your frequency, on your divine self-expression, I want to say, which will mean helping other people, because you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't, out there to help other people in some way. Okay, so this is about investing your time, your money, and your energy in whatever this new direction is. And you might not know where it's going to lead to, but you're being asked to take a step in that direction. You're being asked to spend some time and energy and money on yourself. Okay, first, maybe that little bit of solitude, maybe that massage, maybe that course, whatever it is that you want to do, that little walk in the nature, bit of exercise, whatever, signing up to a new class, whatever that investment of time, money, and energy is in yourself, because that's going to lead to the next level of investment, and it's going to lead to everything you're needing coming in. So we need to take that first step, obviously, because if you don't change something in you, then you can't change anything outside of you, can you? Because everything outside of you is a reflection of you. So something needs to change. Now, the inside of us, as in the energy of everything going on inside, can change while we're in meditation, can change while we're doing nothing, while we're appearing to be doing nothing, right? That's how it works. But I think what's happening now is that change has happened, and now we need to take it out, and with action. So, and it starts with investing in what you want to do. Bring that dream in, bring it in. Whatever floats your boat, whatever floats your boat is what you need to be investing. Yeah, invest in whatever floats your boat. That's what I want to say with that one. So yeah, interesting, huh? Yeah, because we know that your future lies in your frequency, not in your bank account. So this could be a large amount of money. If it's maybe you want to do a yoga teacher training, maybe you want to go to another country and help people in war-torn areas, maybe you want to donate most of your savings to worthy causes in your community. It could be large amounts of money, but those things will be an investment in you, because you have the inspiration, and it's an expression. How we spend our money and how we spend our time and how we spend our energy is an extension of our self-expression, of course. It's how we express ourselves. We don't just express ourselves through the verbal word. We can express ourselves through writing, of course, but we express ourselves through our actions and how we spend our money and how we choose to spend our time and how we spend our energy. It's self-expression, and that's what it's all about. It's just being who you came here to be and express that. Wow. Yeah. That's clear to me. Is it clear to you? I'd love to hear in the comments. Have a fantastic week. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. See you in the next video. Bye for now.